Hello students, we are going to be familiarizing a topic on heroes and heroines in Indian dance and drama tradition today. Drama or dance reflects the nature of the society and moods in the world. It is indeed a mirror of social relationships and happenings in society, probably in a subtle but amplified representation. Every director of the play should be able to understand different personalities whom they represent in their play. Hence, it is important to understand how each character should react. The treatise of dramaturgy or literature deal in detail with classification of various characters. Bharata and subsequent Alankarikas both classify men, that is Nayaka, and women, the Nayika, in society to be Uttama, Madhyama and Adhama. Bharata says in his Natya Shastra, Samasastastu prakriti stribhidha prakirtita Purusham ata Strinam Uttama Adhama Madhyama. Now let us look at Nayaka in detail. Abhinava in his Abhinava Bharati says hero is a main character of the story who leads the play and obtains the result at the end. Shringara Manjari by Akbar Shah holds an opinion that hero should be a master in erotic sentiment, Shringara. Rasarnava Sudhakara, in which Singha Bhupala states that a hero should be a virtuous man. Dhananjaya in his Dasharupaka lists personality traits of a hero. A Nayaka is virtuous, handsome, generous, able, soft spoken, loved by everyone, pure oratorical, born in a known family, stable, young, intelligent, inspiring, and one who absorbs easily, adept, aesthetic, with self-esteem, courageous, strong in convictions, brilliant, and having an eye for Shastra and righteous. Neta, Vinito, Madhurasthyagi, Dakshaha, Priyambadaha, Raktalokaha, Suchihi, Bhagmi, Rudavamshaha, Sthiro, Yuva, Buddhi, Utsaha, Smriti Prajnaha, Kala Manasa Samanvitaha, Shuraha, Dridaha, Cha Tejasvi, Shastra Chakshusha, Dharmikaha. Bharata classifies Nayaka in 4 categories: Dhiro Dhata, Dhiro Lalita, Dhiro Dhata Tataiva cha, Dhira Prashanta Kaschaiva, Nayaka Parikirtita. Dhiro Dhata is represented by gods or divine characters, Dhira Lalita by the kings, Dhiro Dhata by chieftain or minister, and Dhira Prashanta by brahmanas and merchants. Bhava Prakasha of Sharadatanaya mentions Nayakas to be of 4 kinds: Anukula, Dakshina, Shata and Drishta. Bhanudatta in his Rasamanjari does follow this classification. Sahitya Darpana of Vishwanatha and Rasarnava Sudhakara of Singha Bhupala and other such treatises do follow this classification. We find further the classification of Nayakas in Rasamanjari as Pati, Upapati and Vaishika, which is also found in Rasarnava Sudhakara. Thus, Bhava Prakasha gives total of 48 Nayakas. How 48? 4 types of Dhiro Datta in combination with 4 kinds of Anukula and with 3 Uttama, Madhyama and Adama. 4 by 4, 16, 16 into 3 makes it 48 Nayakas. Now we shall move to Nayika. As learnt earlier, sage Bharata classifies heroines to be Uttama, Madhyama and Adhama. Sage Bharata further states that Nayika may be a celestial woman, the princess or a queen, a woman of noble family or a courtesan. Apart from listings, Bharata also provides characteristics. There is one more 3-fold classification by Bharata in different editions, as we see Bahya, Abhyantara and Bahya Abhyantara, which may correspond respectively with courtesan, wife and an erred wife. The last has also been defined as Krita Saucha, probably an unchaste wife who later was taken closer to be Parakiya. Later theorists have formulated this concept based on Bharata's classification. Rasarnava Sudhakara, Dasharupaka of Dhananjaya and most other treatises deal with Sviya, Parakiya or Anya, Samanya or Sadharana. Rasamanjari of Bhanudatta does follow this classification. Sviya herself is of three kinds: Mugdha, Madhya and Prauda or Pragalbha. Madhya and Pragalbha further classified as Jeshta and Kanishta. Bhava Prakasha suggests further varieties of Madhya and Pragalbha under Udhata, Lalita and Shanta. Vatsyayana in his Kama Sutra classifies women in different perspectives as Padmini, Chitrini, Shankini and Hasini for his text based on feminine appeal. He also classifies them as Kanya, Punarbu and Veshya, that is the maiden, one who is married and other the courtesan respectively. Several texts of dramaturgy deal with Kanya and Veshya but not with Punarbhu, except Bhoja, who details in his Sringara Prakashika. Thus, Sviya with 13 varieties: Mugdha, Madhya, Pragalbha, Madhya with Madhya Jeshta, Madhya Kanishta, Pragalbha with Pragalbha Jeshta, Pragalbha Kanishta, Madhya Dhira, Madhya Adhira, Madhya Dhira Dhira, Pragalbha Dhira, Pragalbha Adhira, Pragalbha Dhira Dhira. Thus, we have 13. Anya or Parakiya comes with two varieties, Udha and Kanya. Samanya or Sadharana is 1. Thus, Sviya 13, Anya is of 2 and Samanya is 1. All put together it is 16. We also find Singhabhupala in his Rasarnava Sudhakara summarizes this: Sviya Trayodasha Vida, Vivida cha Parangana, Vaishyekevam, Shodashadha, Tascha, Avastha Ashtabhihi. The 8 classification on the basis of their emotional condition are first mentioned by sage Bharata and are followed strictly by every other Alankarika. Proshita Badrika, Khandita, Kalahantrita, Vipralabdha, Vasaka Sajja, Swadhina Patika, Abhisharika, Virohot Khandita, which is also called as Utka. Bhanudatta does add one more Nayika to be Pravatsyaat Patika. Bhanudatta belonged to Tirhat in Bihar and lived in 15th century. He has made an exclusive treatise on classification of Nayakas and Nayikas. Until then, several Alankarikas have dealt it as one chapter in their work. Unlike this author, the fact that there are paintings drawn to each of his verses beginning in the 16th century indicates the popularity of this work. Proshita Badrika: when the beloved goes away to another country, the Nayika who suffers the separation, Deshantara Gate Preyasi, Santapa Vyakula Proshita Badrika. The Nayika is decorated herself with clothes and ornaments in order to hide her state due to separation. She is shy to express herself to anyone. She is unable to bear the pangs of separation, which is heightened by the onset of the spring. The same ornamentation seems intolerable to her. Khandita: she is one whose husband returns in the morning with indications of staying with other women. Anyo Upabhoga Chinna Prata Agachati Patiryasya Sa Khandita. The emphasis 1. The husband's return in the morning. Her traits are unclear speech, sorrow, hot breath, rejection, shedding tears, etc. Kalahantrita: the Nayika who shows contempt to her husband and later repents her action. Patim Avamatya Paschat Paritapta Kalahantrita. Her traits are confusion, agony, fascination, fear, wailing, etc. Vipralabdha, she is one whose heart is agitated by not finding the beloved at the assigned place. Sanketana niketane priyam na avalokya samakula hridaya vipralabdha. Her traits are depression, agony, she abuses her mates, sad, shedding tears and swooning, etc. Utka or Virahot Kandita, a Nayika who thinks about the reason for the beloved's inability to come to the assigned place. We have to note she is different from Proshita Bhatrika because of the time limit and she awaits in an assigned place. Sanketana sthale prati bhartru na gamana karanam ya chintayati sa utka. Her traits are repugnance due to lack of her beloved, agony, yawning, crushing her body, pretending sorrow. Vasaka Sajja is a Nayika who decides the day and time of the arrival of her beloved and decorates and arranges the material required to spend time with her beloved. The word Vasaka means the day of the week. Adya me priyavasara iti nischitya ya surata samagri sajji karoti sa vasaka sajja. Her traits are desirous, playing fun with her friends, questioning the messenger girl, collecting the decorative material, waiting for the beloved. Swadhina Patika is a Nayika whose husband always understands her mind and acts accordingly. Sada sa kuta ghya kara priyatama Swadhina Patika. Her traits are roaming in garden, celebrating the festivals of Cupid, and exalted ego, fulfilling her desire, etc. Abhisharika, she is the one who either herself goes to the beloved or makes the beloved come to her. Swayam abhisharati priyam abhisarayati va ya sa abhisharika. Her traits are wearing jewels and apparels suitable to the occasion. Thus, these are 8 Nayikas based on the emotionality. They are subdivided into Mugdha, Madhya, Prauda, Parakiya and Samanya. The Nayikas are further classified in 2 varieties based on Shringara Rasa, the rasa related to love, Sambhoga, love in meeting, and Vipralamba, love in separation. Vasaka Sajjika, Swadhina Bhatrika and Abhisharika are associated with Sambhoga, the others are with Vipralamba. I hope this would have been an enriching experience to understand heroes, that is Nayakas, and heroines, that is Nayikas, appearing in Indian dance and drama tradition. Thank you.